Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Maro. Today I'd like to guide you through a gentle Vinyasa flow class for the days that you're busy, but you still want to get a practice in, a little bit of relaxation, breathing, and a short meditation at the end of class. You will need 2 blocks or 2 pillows. If you have 2 small decorative pillows in the house, those will work. And grab a folded blanket. And let's go ahead and jump right in. If you need to change into something, you can pause the video and come back and join me. Place your blocks at the top of the mat. We'll use those later. And we'll start in child's pose. So let's all meet there. Knees on the blanket, knees together or wide, your choice. And just allow yourself to sink back. Maybe you use one of those blocks or pillows to rest your forehead on. And if for any reason this is not comfortable, you can lift the hips a little higher, coming into puppy pose. Still use that block or pillow for your forehead and just spread the arms out nice and wide here. So 2 options. Let's arrive together for our short Vinyasa flow class. Begin by hearing the sounds around you. Feel your body in the shape that you're in. And find your breath. And I say we take a few cleansing breaths so we can release all the things, the distractions, the to-do lists. So big breath in through the nose here. Open your mouth and sigh the exhale. 2 more like this. Inhale deeply through the nose. Open your mouth and release. The last one, inhale deeply. Open the mouth, exhale fully, letting go of anything that's weighing on you. And now begin to lengthen and deepen the breath, preferably breathing in and out of the nose, but you can always use the mouth when needed. Just try your best to breathe through the nose. There is nowhere to go, nothing to do. Allow yourself to be here with your breath in this shape so that we can go back to the busyness with a readiness. 1 more deep breath. And from here, you can place the block or pillow to the side, reach the fingertips forward, press the palm into the mat. And on your next inhale, rock yourself up to table. And as you exhale, send your hips back again through child's pose. So let's just go back and forth here like this, slowly warming up, breathing in to rock up to tabletop, spread the fingers, breathing out to send the hips back. 1 more like this. Inhale deeply, really spread the fingers, feel all 10 fingertips, both palms, exhale back. This time as you inhale, rock to the right and forward. We're making a nice big circle. Exhale, left and back, going counterclockwise. 1 more in that direction. Breathing in right and forward. Breathing out left and back. Spread the fingers again. Breathing in left and forward this time. Change the direction. Exhale, right and back. 1 more like that. Inhale deeply, left and forward. Exhale fully, right and back. Come back through neutral tabletop. And let's find some cat-cows here. Inhaling to arch the spine, lift the tailbone, lift the gaze. Exhaling to either neutral, belly in and up if you have osteoporosis. Otherwise, you can round the spine, releasing the head and neck. Let's go back and forth. Inhale, arch the spine. Exhale to neutral or round the spine. A few more rounds. Use your own breath, exploring your own body, the sensations of stretch. Feel free to add any additional organic movement that might feel good. You might wiggle hips side to side or shoulders side to side in cow or cat pose, or any movement in neutral. Spread the fingers one more round. Fantastic. From here, you can either come to child's pose or come onto your knees. Let's just rotate the wrists so we can get a little break before we go into downward facing dog. Go the other way. Shake the wrists out. Flick the fingers. And place the palms down again. Spread the fingers wide. Look at your hands. Hello, hands. Use all 10 fingertips, 4 corners of each palm. From here, tuck the toes. And maybe the hands want to come forward just a little bit. Lift the hips and come into your upside down V shape, downward facing dog. From here, go ahead and pedal the feet side to side, left and right. So you're bending one knee, pressing the opposite heel into the mat, into the floor. And breathe. Really relax the head and neck. Shifting side to side, left and right. And maybe we find stillness for just a few breaths. Spread the fingers, press the floor away. Hug the armpits into the chin. Maybe a micro bend in the knees as you push your sits bones up to the ceiling. And then engage your core here. Belly in and up. Big inhale. Long, slow exhale. And from here, you can either drop the knees into tabletop to step the right leg through, or we can do that directly from downward facing dog. If you'd like to try it, hug the right knee in, rolling forward to plank. You'll step that right leg through, drop the back knee. All right, breathing in for low lunge. Let's give the wrists another little break, rotating them in one direction. As you breathe and rotate them the other way. Lovely. Reach the fingertips up. Check in with that front knee. Make sure it's tracking over the toes. Relax the low ribs down as the fingertips reach up to the ceiling. Big breath in. Long, slow exhale out. Right hand on right knee. Reach through the left fingertips. Big breath in. As you exhale, just a hint of a side bend to the right. Stay here. One more breath. Come back through neutral, both fingertips up. Inhale deeply. Exhale, release down. Let's come back through tabletop. Let's do 2 cat-cows between the sides. Breathing in deeply. Arch the spine. Exhale to neutral or tabletop. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, neutral or cat pose. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Let's hold for 2 breaths. And for again, you can drop the knees, step the left foot through tabletop for a low lunge, or hug the left knee into the chest, rocking forward through plank pose. Step that left leg through, drop the back knee. Inhale for low lunge. Let's flick the fingers. And reach the fingertips up to the ceiling. Relax the low ribs down. Big breath in here. Relax your jaw, relax your face. One more breath. Left hand on left thigh. Inhale to reach. Get really long on that right side. As you exhale, side bend. A hint of a side bend to the left. One breath here. See how that feels. Come back through neutral. Big breath in. Exhale to release the hands down. And come back. Now we can do child's pose, puppy, or down dog. I'll let you decide, okay, for just 5 breaths. So you can come back to child's pose like we did in the beginning, or puppy pose where you lift the hips up, or downward facing dog, or maybe a combination of all of those. 3 more breaths wherever you are. Breathing in this moment, breathing out just this, knowing that you will be ready to take on the rest of your day. Try to just be present here in your body with your breath. And from here, drop the knees in tabletop. Let's go ahead and grab our blocks, stepping the right leg through. And let's find a lovely, juicy flow here. So as you breathe in, you will arch the spine, kind of puff up the chest, rocking forward into your low lunge, a low, low lunge. And as you exhale, tuck those back toes, send the hips back on a straight line, like someone's pulling your hips back. And the front leg doesn't have to straighten. It can if it wants. Toes can come up to the ceiling, your choice. Just see what feels good here. So let's breathe in to rock forward, shoulders away from ears, puff up your chest. Send the hips back as you exhale for half splits. So let's try that 2 more rounds before we add a little more movement here. One more. Now the next time you inhale, let the left hand stay down, right arm comes up for a twist. So inhaling to twist, exhaling, send that right hand down. Same thing, send the hips back for half splits. So we're just adding a little twisting here as we breathe in. Inhale, twist to the right. Exhale, right hand down, send the hips back. Let's do one more. Move with your breath. Come back through neutral. Just put the blocks to the side. Tabletop. Let's do some cat-cows between the sides. Breathing in deeply. Exhaling to neutral or table or cat pose, sorry. Inhale, arch. Exhale, neutral or round the spine. Any organic movement that you might need here. Breathing in softness, releasing any tension that may have built up from all the busyness. All right, come back to neutral, stepping the left foot forward. Grab a hold of your blocks, your pillows, and let's inhale, rock forward, shoulders away from the ears. Go as far forward as you can, whatever feels good for your body, right? Exhale, tuck the back toes, send the hips back on a straight line. Inhaling to rock forward, arch the spine, a little cow action here. Exhale, send the hips back for half splits. So maybe the toes come up to the ceiling. They don't have to. You decide. Whatever feels good today. And the next time you inhale and rock forward, we're going to twist. Right hand down, left hand up, open the chest, twist. Exhaling, left hand down, hips back for half splits. So let's go back and forth like this. Move with your breath. Maybe one more. Last one. Coming back through neutral tabletop. You could put the blocks to the side. We might need them later. And from here, take your folded blanket with you as we come onto the belly. You can fold it one more time if you'd like, placing it at your low belly pubic bone area. Helps with any crunchiness in the low back. And land on your forehead for a moment. You can always place a towel here so you don't have to, scrunch up your nose like I am. So if you're home, it's really easy to access all these things. Grab a towel, place it under your forehead. And let's find a spider arms. Here's my spider cobra. So hands are way off the mat, in line with your shoulders, maybe your neck, fingertips on the mat. Encourage those elbows to just move towards the feet, shoulders away from ears. Awesome. Let's find the back bending action before we actually move. So point the toes or maybe press the tops of the feet into the mat. A little squeezing of the bum. So squeeze your booty. Again, come back to the shoulders, shoulders away from ears. Squeeze the lower tips of the shoulder blades together. This right here should feel like work, even though we're not flowing yet. All right, let's take this with us. As you inhale, you're squeezing the bum, shoulders away from ears, peel your chest up, baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Let's go back and forth. Breathing in to come up. Breathing out to lower. And continue using your own breath, your own pace. Keep squeezing the bum. And if you feel any crunchiness in the low back, you don't have to come up so high. Let that back bend be in the thoracic spine, in the upper back. Let's do 2 more. Feeling really strong in your back body. Use your breath to lift you. Use your breath to lower you. Good. When you're done, you can make a pillow for yourself with your hands. If you don't already have a towel under your forehead, bend the knees. Let the feet flop side to side, left and right. Release the feet down. Let's press back to child's pose, just like we started, as our counter pose for our back bending. So child's or puppy. Let's take 3 deep breaths here. Hearing the sounds, feeling the body, feeling and following your breath. Know that you can always come back to these 3 things anytime today when you're checking things off your list, just to kind of bring yourself back to the present moment, back to this sense of calm. Beautiful job, everyone. Hang in there. Don't leave yet. Lie down with me. Grab your blanket. Just a few more poses before we do some breathing and meditation. You could take your pillows or your blocks and just place them on the side there so you can, where you can reach them. First, some windshield wipers, feet as wide as the mat. Let the knees drop side to side, left and right a few times. Relax your face. Relax your jaw, your forehead. Let the shoulders melt into the mat. And from here, we'll find a reclined butterfly pose. So Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, knees open wide. Here's where you might use the blocks. You can place them, or the pillows, under the knee, just at the outer thigh area. And hang out here with me. We won't be here too long. This will be our rest, our short Shavasana, along with a stretch for the hips, inner thighs. So place your hands on your belly, low ribs. And let's take some deep breaths. Breathing in through the nose. Feel the belly and the low ribs move as you breathe in. And as you exhale, just feel everything gently fall back down. You can breathe in for a count of 3, breathing out for a count of 6, lengthening the exhale as you relax. If 3 is too much, you can inhale for 2, exhale 4. If the ratio of 3 and 6 is too easy, you can inhale for 4, exhale for 8. So just whatever you inhale for comfortably without any force or strain, simply double the count of the exhale. Let's try that for a few rounds. Nothing to do right now but just be here in this shape, breathing. Nowhere to go. Allow yourself to relax, to just be, so that you might go back to the busyness with a sense of readiness. Grounded in the present moment with your body and your breath. From here, straighten the legs out, arms overhead, find a full body stretch. Might take a few deep breaths in through the nose. You can find some movement in the wrists, maybe the ankles and the feet. Inhale deeply as you reach. Exhale, hug the knees in. And rock side to side a few times. Leaning to one side. And go ahead and press yourself up. We'll find a seat. The most important part for some breathing and a short meditation. Grab something to sit on, either a block. I like to place a blanket over my block, a bolster, a pillow. You can even sit in a chair if you'd like. Sitting cross-legged or with your legs in front of you if you're in a chair. Make sure you're sitting nice and tall. Hips are a little higher than the knees. I like to lean to one side, pull the flesh back. So I find my sits bone, make sure my spine is in neutral, honoring all the curves. Good, and let's find Samavriti breathing. Let's do an equal parts breath. Inhaling for a count of 3, exhaling for a count of 3, okay? If you like, you can take that into box breathing. I'll cue that a little later, but let's start with just equal parts breathing. If 3 is too hard, you could just do a count of 2. If 3 is too easy, you can do a count of 4, okay? So I'll leave that up to you. I'll guide for a count of 3. I'll meet you all in the middle. All right, so let's just take a few deep breaths. Maybe even place your hands on your belly. Make sure you're breathing in your belly and your low ribs. Relax the shoulders. Inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale fully from the nose or the mouth. I'll leave that up to you. 2 more like this. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. 1 more before we start counting. And let's inhale for a count of 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Inhale deeply, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. A few more rounds. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Continue on your own, counting your breath. If you'd like to take this to box breathing, you'll inhale for 3, pause for 3, exhale for 3, and pause again for 3, creating a box with your breath. Few more rounds. One last round. You got this. And relax the effort, relax the breathing technique. Just settle into a natural breath. Stay with me here. This is the most important part of the class right here. Allow the legs and the pelvis to feel really grounded and heavy as you sit. And then feel a sense of lightness from your pelvis up, like your spine is lengthening, like your tree is growing. Crown of the head, a lofty treetop reaching for the sun. Relax the shoulders, relax your face, your jaw, your forehead. Maybe even a half smile, if that feels good. I'll leave that up to you. Again, hear the sounds. Feel your body and find your breath. Just begin to feel and follow your breath for a few rounds. Feel a sense of relaxation as you breathe in. And then this sense of alertness and watchfulness as you follow the exhale all the way to the bottom. And that unforced pause at the bottom of the exhale. So inhale, relax. And watch your exhale. Notice that quiet space in the pause at the bottom of the exhale. And don't try to hold yourself in that space. Just allow yourself to breathe naturally. And be patient until that place comes around again. Breathing in, relax, breathing out, and then there's a pause. A place of stillness where you can rest for a moment before you breathe in again. Notice how there's no thinking in that space. There's no movement. And it's just lovely and quiet, this pristine peace. Two more breaths. Let's rest there. Rest in the pause at the bottom of the exhale. Know that you can use these techniques that you learned in this short class anytime today in your busyness. You can come back to the sounds, feel your body, feel and follow your breath, finding that pause at the bottom of the exhale as a way to rest, rejuvenate, escape from the busyness. Bring your palms together, hands at heart. I hope you're feeling refreshed, ready to take on the rest of the day. I know you can do it. You got this. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care.